Welcome back, guys, in another video of mine. And I know that kind of videos I didn't make from a long time, but here we are again. And in this video, I want to show you my new helmet, which I bought it, Celtic Web Merchant. So, in this video, I will talk about for exactly that helmet. Let's begin. If you're new in watching my video and you like the content of my YouTube channel, consider to subscribe. It's about 2 seconds to subscribe and it's entirely free. But with that action, you're helping me a lot by doing so. Thank you very much. Before we start, I want to mention few things that the first of all, I got that helmet from Celtic Web Merchant, which I bought lots of things from there, and mostly 100% of the time I'm happy with the purchase from that website. With the customer support is amazing. The products are mostly amazing, but that happens when you buy something from the website, of course. They are located in Netherlands, and I'm very happy with the products I got from exactly that place. The second thing that I want to mention that it's actually why I mentioned that 100%, almost 100% of the time, the products is good. The reason is one time I've got a sword which blade was damaged a lot. I fixed it, they refund me, so everything is fine. But the second time was with that helmet. The nozzle of that helmet was actually not little bit, but a lot curved in direction of the face, so you cannot wear the helmet. Of course, I fixed that problem by myself, by hand, and actually the problem is not fixed 100%, so I will need to work on it. Actually, overall, extremely happy with their customer support. Let's start with the helmet itself. It's conical helmet from one whole piece, and the nozzle is actually welded to the that part of the helmet. I didn't know the word, so I will apologize for that. But overall, the helmet is actually extremely good for the manufacturer which made it. It's from India, yes. But overall, it's nice when you think about which manufacturer made that helmet, and for the price is extremely good. The period of that helmet is actually 10th century, the Norman invasion in Italy, and that helmet is actually used during the end of the 13th century, so I decided to get it. I forget to mention that the thickness of that helmet exactly is 2 millimeters. Happy with my purchase because the helmet looks nicely. And actually the reason I've got that helmet is because I needed a helmet for my Bulgarian reconstruction 12th to 13th century, and actually I've got one reproduction from the helmet of Pernik. You will see it in that side of the screen, but why I sell the previous helmet is because it was too small for my head and I didn't able to put that cambazon head and chainmail coif This was the reason I saw the helmet. And after that, I've got a kettle hat, a kettle helmet, which is actually from one whole piece. And I actually realized that in period that I make my reconstruction, that kind of kettle helmets was not in use. Actually, the kettle hat or the kettle helmet I have is actually from 14th to 15th century. So I was wondering which helmet I must got for my early reconstruction, so I decided to get that Italian type of helmet because actually the point of that helmet reminds me it's actually the almost the same as the helmet from Pernik. Of course, in the old video in which I show my helmet from Pernik, I mentioned that for my opinion, of course, the helmet from Pernik is slightly exactly actually like the Italian helmets and the helmets from France and England, but with slightly difference, which is difference from the region. So, if I turn the helmet like that, you will see the curvature of the point of that helmet, which reminds me a lot of the curvature of the Pernik helmet. This is actually the reason I got that helmet. And I'm not disappointed because this helmet with slightly differences, it actually resembles a lot the helmet from Pernik. Keep that in mind that as today people wants to be at the top of the fashion like Western Europe, that way the people in medieval ages wanted to be on the top of the fashion. And in that sense of when you think about that period of time, which I reconstruct, is actually this helmet is top of the top. It's the most expensive modern equipment for the time you can get. This is perfect helmet which I can replace my kettle helmet from earlier reconstruction. I'm not disappointed of my choice. Actually, as I mentioned, that helmet is made from India, and I strongly doubt that the helmet is hardened. In that sense, the helmet is good that he is 2 millimeters thick. And actually, the things that I didn't like in that helmet, you see the inner layer of the helmet is little bit odd. It's not from leather, and it's actually, for me at least, is little bit strange. And I will ask you guys if you know that inner layer of helmet is historical or not. So you see the inner part of the helmet, and how I mentioned that I got that helmet because it reminds me, and actually not reminds me, but for me he's almost identical to the helmet from Pernik, and the exact helmet was found in Serbia. And I will ask your opinion if you think that that helmet resembles slightly or much more the helmet from Pernik. Again, this is my opinion that the helmet is actually used in that period of time in Bulgarian lands, in Bulgaria, from Bulgarian army. For my opinion again, this is the better choice from the keto hat or the keto helmet I have. Overall, that helmet is nice. Not perfect, but nice. It looks historical. It handles historical. When we remove the inner layer of the helmet, well, actually I will think about it and I will cut off the inner layer. And I will try to replace it with something more historical. Either way, I like that helmet for the price, and again I will say that again, this is my interpretation of the reconstruction of the Bulgarian soldier from that period of time. Of course, they might use different types of helmet, but that type of helmet is also used, in my opinion, in that period of time from the Bulgarian army, from the Bulgarian soldiers. And keep in mind, this is the top tier equipment that the soldier will use. Other poor soldiers will use some other kinds of helmets, in my opinion. But this is the helmet from which will be used from the rich soldiers whom can afford that kind of equipment. And for that period of time, that equipment was the best equipment that the soldier can buy. Actually, the chainmail hauberk, the chainmail mittens, and the chainmail coif, which oftenly, very oftenly, was attached to the chainmail. And in that period of time, if you have finances to make it, you will cover yourself entirely in mail. And this is the top tier equipment that the mostly rich soldiers can afford. And this is the top tier helmet which in that period of time the soldiers can buy. Again, I apologize that the video became too long and I speak more for my reconstruction than the helmet itself, but again, I want to hear your opinion. Is that helmet resembles the helmet from Perlik? That was all for now, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the helmet. And if you like the helmet or the video, like the video itself. And also, if you're still not subscribed to my channel, I'll be more than happy if you do so. Bye guys for now, and see you soon.